good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. Again, I will apologise for the wind noise, the birds and occasional feral neighbours. Not much I can do. So, what have we got? We have got my Nissan Micra engine here. We have got a boroscope almost. So it connects to your phone, so I'm going to do some footage there and we're going to see if this engine needs ripping apart. I really want to try and do a run what you brung, so kind of just service it and go for it, but from looking at spark plugs and stuff like that, I reckon this has been stored outside for a bit. So we're gonna do some investigation and we'll take it from there. It's got all the old, I was going to say, neighbours. Might even yeah, so basically we're going to put the boroscope down, have a look. I mean, there's some tissue in here that's been pushed in that need to come out anyway, and then we'll come back once we've had a quick look. So that's that. So you will have to bear with me here. It's a bit jerky, I know, but you know, just bear with me. You can see this is cylinder number 1, well, the top of the piston for number 1. You can just see there, it looks like a bloody planet crater, doesn't it? But it's just rust, water ingress. This is obviously going into cylinder number 2, and again, I find it quite difficult. That one doesn't look too bad, but again, you know, you can see marks on top of the pistons. So let's see, cylinder number 3. Again, try to get this camera, oh, look at that, yeah. Some more rust. And then I go down into cylinder number 4. Eventually. And that one doesn't look too bad. A bit sooty, a bit black, but you'd probably expect that from most anyway. So that was that side of the engine. So now I'm looking at the inlet side of the cylinder head. So as you can see, the rust on cylinder number 1 is quite bad, to be fair. I think that was the worst one. Cylinder number 2, not too bad. A bit oily, but what you'd probably expect to see. Now, I did go around to film the exhaust side, but you can't really see much, so I don't include it. But you can just see there the rust on number 3. And then number 4, again, doesn't look too bad. You know, will probably clean up. Well, expected and unexpected, or expected but hoped against. As you can see from the boroscope footage, it's not pretty in there. It is not pretty at all. It's certainly been stored outside. I mean, someone's put gaffer tape on there for whatever reason. I can't understand why, because it's been full of water at some point. So there's a couple of options really. One is to whip the head off, take it to an engine specialist and get them to redo the head for me. I think the head's going to come off this engine anyway, and then we'll work from there. I think going to buy another engine, you're more or less running at the same thing. This is why ideally it would have been great to get a 1.3 Nissan Micra, but yeah, good luck. So it's the engine that we want. It's the engine that I want to work with. Well, it's the engine that I've got, should we say. So it's the engine I'm going to work with. What I think I'm going to do now, rather than just ending the video here, I'm going to whip the sump off and have a quick look there and just see if that shows any telltale signs of any issues. Right, so I've whipped the sump off. There's not really much to see, which I didn't expect really. What's that? Oh, it's just... yeah. Yeah, there's not much to see really. It is what you'd expect. It looks like a bottom of a Nissan Micra engine. There's a little bit of crap on there which would get cleaned out anyway on the pickup, and also I've shined a torch all the way down there and there's nothing sparkling, as if to say there's anything inside, any metal shavings or anything. So I think the best bet is to whip off the head and have a look from. I can't turn it over because we've got it locked up against the flywheel. Right then, it is what it is, isn't it? What can you do? It's probably out of a scrap car at some point. I am going to message the seller because I did buy it with an engine that I could hope I could use. I think I am going to still use it, but it's certainly going to cost me a bit of cash, which eats into the funds for. It needs a custom exhaust manifold, it needs a custom inlet, and it's going to need drive shafts as well. Thank you. So it is what it is. I'd be lying if I said I weren't gutted. I was hoping it was going to be in a bit better condition than that. I'm not going to know more now until I do whip the head off, but buying that border scope for about a tenner, 12 quid off Amazon, just give me that confidence really to have a look at it, and actually to whip the head off and see what's underneath. I really don't want to get into rebuilding the bottom end as well. I really don't. I know some people are going to say, well, if you're going to all the effort, I'll decide once I take the head off. But you know, when you're going into pistons, it's not meant to be a performance engine. It's not meant to. I've got the Fiesta to do that with. This is purely a not budget but fun, reliable car for the engine for the minute. So yes, I think we'll leave it there. There's not much more I can say or do right now. It's getting pretty late, so we'll take that head off in the next episode, I should imagine. Or in fact, I'll probably rebuild that subframe and get that in, and then we can do some work around that. Thanks for watching.